Hello everybody, this is the Master of Cubes here at the video, and I am very embarrassed. I managed to corrupt some footage. 2 Death Games kills, well yeah. One where I attacked Civic, although I wasn't sure if I was going to upload that one because it was a pretty lame fight. And one where I killed Gunny while he was I'd asked him to come over and help me build a roof because I was working on a shack. Things got a bit out of hand, but whatever. I'll talk more about that story a bit later. But yeah, I lost that clip, and I lost those 2 Death Games clips, and yeah, I managed to corrupt them after they were recorded. Um, And the fact that I lost that last episode, I had to tell stuff that I didn't end up getting to record, and this episode effectively turned out to be the same thing. I'm just really embarrassed, and it's pretty unacceptable on my part. And I've been playing a ton of what's that over there? Underground. Is that like a ladder or something? Huh. Anyway, I've been playing a ton of blocLIST off camera, and I'm just gonna slow down a bit. I might take a break from making blocklist videos and focus on other stuff for a little bit. Um, and when I come back, I hope to be much more focused, I guess. What's been messing me up lately is that we've had a lot of group events lately, and that's been great. They've been fantastic. But they the thing is with big group of I'm not just talking like not with one-on-one collabs, but with big group events with tons of people there, it sort of messes with you a little bit. Like it can just it messed up the past few group events messed up my schedule a bit. So I ended up recording things in really weird orders and editing stuff, making really weird cuts and episodes and stuff. So all that messiness behind the scenes is what leads to this happening. So, things should stabilize in a little bit, but yeah, I'm just gonna stop, take a bit of a break from blocklist for, I don't know, day or two. A day, I mean, like, yeah. Um, so yeah, I really hope you guys understand. But yeah, hopefully next episode or so we can get back to building in the glass castle and everything will be coolio again. Look at that chicken in the distance. Let's kill it. Chicken, you have met the last of your days. Chicken! Let's not kill the chicken. The chicken can live one more day. Bye, chicken. Hello, everybody. I am back. So yeah, I killed Gunny. Didn't end up paying him for that kill, as reimbursement for the roof. Although, here's the thing. I'm not sure how much of this I explained in that clip, because I'm gonna have to cut it pretty short. But what happened was I was building a building, and well, I needed to use a bit of clay for it, and I had a bit of leftover clay. So I thought I would rebuild the shack that got blown up with just a bit of clay, you know, just pile some on top, not do anything fancy or anything. And then I just put stairs on top of the roof, and it looks really bad. So I just went to ask Gunny for some pointers, you know, see if he could help me out a bit, because he was online, didn't seem to be too busy. And he came and did this crazy roof. But then it turned out he wanted me to pay him for it, and we got into this negotiations thing, and he ended up destroying the thing since I wasn't paying, so that happened. But anyway, I did record what I'm about to show you, but I didn't really like the footage, so I had to scrap it. I'm really sorry that I didn't get this recorded. But this is a new building at spawn by me, the Emerald Exchange. You can see it's only 3 tall, but it has the pattern of some pillars with every 2 pillars there is a chiseled block or a glowstone block, and then there's some slabs on top. And this road I hadn't planned out, but I lined it with stairs because at first I just had it with these pillar blocks, but the problem is that they just sort of ended. So these pillar blocks sort of rounded out, give it a nice firm ending. At first I didn't like the fact that you could see a bit of the dirt there, but I tried some other options and ended up realizing that the dirt just defines what's not the road anymore. So I'm really happy with this. Um, the floor inside, there's a bit of an outline that ends with a straight up block on the corners. I thought about doing like a chiseled block or something here, but there are lines on the corners of the block when it's facing up, so this just made more sense to me. And then there's some chisel blocks leading into the Emerald Vault right here, and some pillars coming out of there. I wasn't going to use any emerald blocks in this building because, well, one, I didn't have any emeralds, which is why I opened an emerald exchange, and two, um, I I felt like if I'm using emeralds in this build, that it's counterproductive to charge people for emeralds because I'm spending my emeralds building a place to get emeralds, but then I'm not making any money. I'm not even breaking even. So I've made like 13. I've made 13. I mean, 14 actually. I forgot. I'll check if there's more. But I've made 14 emeralds so far from this store, and I basically put like all of my extra quartz, all the iron I had actually. I had to go mining for iron. All my glowstone, all my obsidian. Okay, nothing more there. Just a bunch of my stuff, which just to attract people to the store, which might have been dumb because now I can't really compete anymore. But I'm got mostly sold out. There's still some ink sacks left, but originally there were 2 stacks here. Sold 1 emerald for 32 items. So this is how it works. It's a normal store, but you pay in emeralds. I spent forever getting these saplings and no one bought any. Jungle saplings are really hard to get. I sort of gave up on those. 1 emerald. I had 2 stacks of glowstone and a stack of obsidian. Another stack of obsidian, I mean. And just some enchanted books here. Actually, I think one of these got purchased. I was gonna add this. Books that I have no need for, I'm just gonna put here. I might add some other stuff here. And then there's also a spot where people can make custom orders if they want something specific that's not being sold in the store and nobody has ordered anything. This is where you pay. And this is the weekly auction, and nobody's bidding on this Fortune 2 book, which is sort of sad, but it's okay. I'll just put it's a weekly auction, so next week I'll put something way better, you know? Also, the ceiling design. You know those like pillars, like an ancient, like an actual like marble pillar on like a big like Greek temple or something. To me, this almost looks like a mini version of that. The big intricate base, and just sort of imagine that this is thinner than the base, and it sort of goes up. And it's that design around center stairs. I think the roof is really cool. And yeah, it's a bit small, but I think it's cozy. And there's the green on the outside. I thought about using emerald blocks here, but it just didn't look good. They stood out a bit too much. And like the lime stained clay and the acacia wood blend so well. And the fact that everything else is white, a clean slate, and just having this burst of color in the corners, I don't know, I'm super proud of this build. So yeah, that is the Emerald Exchange. Did I close the trapdoor? I did. Okay. I mean, I don't really care about hiding this or anything. I would have put it right here, but it just sort of looked ugly, so I moved it back a few blocks. And I chose this location because, well, if it was a bit taller and if it was a bit taller, it would be visible from like most of the spawn circle. Like, just think if it was a few blocks taller, you'd be able to see it from here. You can if you jump. Um, you can see it from here. Like, it gets a lot of visibility from the spawn circle. And I was thinking about building where Flea built her shop recently, and it's not open yet, but that's Flea's shop there. I thought about building there just because it's right on the road and stuff, but what I ended up realizing is that even though that one's sort of directly closer to spawn because it's connected by this road more easily, like this is more of a main road, it's just sort of a little pathway going to my building. I think mine has a lot more visibility. But yeah. And, well, since the last time I've recorded a clip, I lost everything again. But Flea has been working very, very hard on the end farm. Flea's such a great person, you know. And I'll tell you a bit more about things involved with Flea in a minute. She's building the end farm. She built it insanely quickly. She's done a ton of work, and I'll show you guys that once it's finished. But I went there and I did a bunch of enchanting, and then I did some mining, and I have a ton of diamonds now, more than I've ever had, and I have a ton of ores now. I'm still really short on iron. I mean, obviously this isn't really short, but I'm not comfortable with having that little iron, so I might just go iron mining solely for iron at some point. Ah, there is a bit more iron. Oh yeah, and gold. Let us craft that into blocks. That's exactly 3 blocks, isn't it? No, 27 would be exactly 3 blocks. I'm silly. I'm a very silly boy. And we shall make another block. You know, I was thinking about the other day. I've always thought of notch apples as like this super expensive item that you would never be able to craft. Like, just from my very, very early Minecraft days, I thought about them that way. And it just sort of stuck. And I never realized it, but I could make 2 notch apples right now. Just, yeah. I when I realized that, I just, like, couldn't believe it. And, oh yeah. And in case you guys probably noticed, I totally forgot to I forgot to explain the shack. So yeah, this is the new shack, the clay that I was talking about. I came a couple blocks short with the clay, so I put some acacia in the front. This is for lighting. I originally wanted to have glowstone here, but the button opened the trapdoors. And it does open that trapdoor too, but it stays shut. What would happen before was every time I would push the button, it would open the trapdoor, and then it would stay open. It would just stay like that. So yeah, that wasn't working. There are trapdoors along the bottom here, which I think looks pretty cool. It's a little weird, but whatever. There are trapdoors in the back, because I had a lot of trapdoors, and I don't know. The reason that there's wood on the ground there at all is because that's actually part of the floor below, and it just sort of stuck out, so yeah. Here, there's a lamp, which I actually think this looks really, really good right in that spot. But, yeah. There's, I lined this entire thing with acacia stairs, and I think it looks really nice. All the walls are lined with logs, with, glowstone every, like, 4 or 5 blocks, I forget now. I think it looks awesome. Down here's my bedroom, which is a little bit busy and extreme, but you know, it's fun. You just have a square with of dark wood with acacia corners, and then you have a swirling pattern of acacia wood in the middle of each of these boxes, and you just sort of have a condensed pattern there. And the ceiling just sort of it alternates. Dark oak, acacia, dark oak, acacia, dark oak, acacia, dark oak. Except the dark oak, the orientation of the blocks changes, And with acacia, there's also some lighting thrown in. And the floor is just alternating dark oak wood with some glowstone in there. So that's cool. And yeah, in here, it's I basically just made everything out of acacia logs. Although the set of 4 furnaces and crafting table, I surrounded that with logs. It almost feels like a stove or something. I love it. And the ceiling here is acacia wood. And also, before I just had logs there, and the end of the log stood out, and it was a little weird. So I put some stairs there, and it works a bit better. But yeah, I am really liking this place. Although I'm a bit low on storage, so I'm gonna work that out. Probably with a new build or something. I'm not sure. Like I'm completely unorganized, and you see all the leafless trees around. That's because I was collecting saplings, but anyway, let's not worry about that. I also want to show you guys the amount of enchanting I did. So this is the Fortune 3 pickaxe I already had. It was safe in my ender chest. I enchanted this sword, and I got Sharpness 3. Oh, right, and I took the Sharpness 3 book that I was selling in the Emerald Exchange and made it Sharpness 4. But then I found out that Flea has been desperate for a looting 3 sword, and even though I got this amazing sword, I said I'd trade it to her because I don't really like knockback. I said I'd trade it to her for a Sharpness 5 Unbreaking 3 sword. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more grinding. I have plenty of diamonds to waste away. Trying to get some more good stuff. Fortune 2 pickaxe, Fortune 2 pickaxe, Fortune 3 pickaxe, Silk Touch pickaxe, and then I already have a Fortune pickaxe. And then this is the Silk Touch pickaxe that I'm going to be carrying around. I need to get some, I need to get another ender chest to carry around. I always like to carry around an ender chest. I don't have any coal, do I? That's odd. Yeah. Ah, nah, never mind. I had a bit of a weird inventory setup earlier. Oh, I don't have a bow. I lost all my bows. But yeah. Anyway, I lost all my stuff again, but things are going surprisingly well for me, and I'm really happy right now. Like when I first died and lost my stuff, it was a spectacular death. Like if I'm gonna die, I'm glad it was a death like this. I was going across a lava ravine. I was I was making a cobblestone staircase across, and then a creeper dropped behind me and just blew up instantly. Like there wasn't even like the hissing or anything. And even if there was a hissing, I had nowhere to run. It was just fell down immediate from behind me. Like I heard the fall damage, immediately blew up, sent me flying like an insane distance. Like I'm talking like it flew me forward like 6, 7, 8 blocks into the it brought me down to 2.5 hearts. Just the explosion. I went flying into the lava and just burnt. Flat out burnt. It was insane. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. Anyway, I really wish that I could have shown the video where I built this, but I just wasn't in a good mood and it was really laggy. So awful commentary on my part and a not very good to watch video. It's just not something I want to upload. I think that mobs can spawn up there. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. That's something to think about. But yeah, I'm super happy with this place. And yeah, hopefully I can stabilize my life on the server a bit more so that this stuff doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, I'll do some enchanting, get a nice bow, do that trade with Flea. One thing I forgot to show you guys is that I got a Fortune 3 diamond axe from Flea, which I put Unbreaking 3 on after the fact. Um, I gave her a few diamonds for that, so that's nice. And anyway, I put some blue flowers here to match the rest of the building. Since someone, oh no, we're missing one. I wonder if I can get a dandelion somewhere. Well, I'll replace that dandelion. Anyway, someone put 6 flowers on either side of my house, which is very nice. I have no idea who it was. It was not me. But thank you, whoever it was. But I put some blue flowers over here just to match it. And it doesn't really match the shade of blue like this does, but it does match the windows a bit better. Oh my, I never even noticed that, like, oh, that's a really good match for the windows. Wow. And, anyway, I don't know if I showed this on camera, but, Civic has a contracting business right here, if the chunks ever load, where you can pay him to do some work for you. And I, like a week ago, asked if he could help me interior design this building. And, well, you're about to see how it went down. Hello, everybody. This is the Master of Cubes here with the video. And today, I am here admiring my beautiful house, and only pushing one pressure plate. And look who it is! It is CivicHB.
Hello, Cubes. How are
Hello,
you?
Civic. This next door building, it is a building company that Civic built, and I've enlisted his help to, aid me in making an interior for this place, because it's sort of bare. But all the walls in this place are windows, so it needs to look good both from the inside and the outside. So it's simultaneously exterior and exterior decorating.
Aha.
And by the way, the pressure plates work if you walk or if you sprint. I was careful about that. The only thing here right now are these chests that I put in.
Okay. So what kind of ideas do you have? Like what
Well,
sort of things do you want in here?
well, I don't know. I like, I feel like it would be useful to have a bit of storage here, like really sorted storage, because everything I have in my actual shack is a complete disorganized mess. And the idea I had for that, if I can,
Yeah, show me what you're thinking of before I
this is
uh
like the only, like I feel like one floor should be like a bit of storage, or a bit of storage somewhere, just like arranged chests all along like that. The problem
okay.
is that it looks really bad from the outside and sort of kills the view. So I feel like anything, so like that was the very first and actually only idea I've had. But I feel like anything we do should probably be like around where I'm standing now, so that the view doesn't get blocked and it doesn't affect how people look in from the outside too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do you have an axe?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, so you want storage up here. What about
I mean, not necessarily. It would be convenient, but I can always just dig out more room in my shack.
okay. So are you kind of leaving the ideas up to me then with
Yeah.
this? Okay.
I
Well, do you want the place to be functional, more functional, or do you want it to be more for looks?
I want it to be mostly decorative, but if there's just like this one back, let's go for decorative, and if there's any leftover room, I might stick some chests in somewhere.
Okay. So I'm trying to come up with ways of putting like some furniture up here, um, in a way that won't block the view from the outside, but will also give a decent view from the inside.
Yeah. this design, I sort of shot myself in the foot.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's totally different from anything else, which is
Yeah, that's
awesome.
that's the
But
benefit of it. I
just
I
need
guess
to.
I guess that's the thing. When you do something that like is different from everything else, it looks cool and it stands out. But then the downfall is it takes a lot more brain power to get anything done because you can't just look to something that's already been built for inspiration or ideas.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have some ideas in mind, and I think I can go ahead and get started on them pretty soon. But before we do any of that, we've got to negotiate some terms.
You took out your sword and I got scared.
I only took mine out because you had yours out.
My sword is just like my default item. If I'm not using anything, I just hold it. That better?
Much better.
I have my
So,
suit on.
do you have materials, or do I need to get my own materials, first of all?
I have materials. I just don't have any on me because I don't know what you want. I mean, I could grab some for you. I have tons of jungle wood.
Okay, well, here's the thing. If I provide materials, it's going to cost you a little bit extra. So,
Um, just ask for something. I can probably provide it or get it like in a couple minutes. But there are a couple things that I might not be able to.
okay.
Let's
Well,
just set like a flat deal for the building, and then any materials can be added on to the receipt. You know what I mean?
yeah, that works. And what I'll do is I will just put a little chest outside with a book in it that has a list of things, and anytime you want to check the list, check it and see if you've got the stuff, and then throw it in the chest. And I will use that to build things for your place.
Okay. Where's it gonna be again?
I'll probably just stick it down on the grass outside,
Okay.
just just for now. That way it's out of the way. Um, right near the road, probably at the front of the house. Um, you won't be able to miss it. But anyway, now let's negotiate a price for this work because this is going to take a little bit of effort here.
Yeah.
So, what kind of price did you have in mind, first of all?
Well, it's. I mean, there's not like a ton of room, so there's not really like a ton of stuff that you'll have to add. But it is pretty challenging to come up with stuff mentally. So maybe 3, 4 diamonds.
Oh, 3 or 4 diamonds, huh? You cheapskate! I see what you're
Six,
trying to
six,
do. I see what
six,
you're trying to do.
six.
That's a little better.
Yeah,
Hmm.
6. I started low, see if you would bite, and you didn't. So 6 was actually what I had in mind. Being honest now,
So you're willing to pay 6 diamonds for this work?
done to my liking, and additional for any materials that I cannot supply.
Well, here's the thing, Cubes. This place is a little bit unique. I mean, you got to admit, it's unique.
Yes, but it's also relatively small in terms of
It is.
internal
It is
space.
small. It is small. However, coming up with a design that will go well with this is not going to be an easy task.
I know.
So
That's what I just said.
I'm thinking you say 6. I'm thinking 10. I'm thinking 10. I mean, it seems like a difficult job. Not gonna lie.
9.
9. All right, you got a deal. It's 9 base diamonds, and if I have to provide any materials, and I won't provide them without consulting you first, then we'll tack on from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Oh, upfront payment.
I went mining yesterday and got like a half stack of diamonds. It was awesome.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
you're not only my first customer, but so far you're my favorite. So thank you for the
Yay.
upfront payment. Okay, Cubes. Well, I'm gonna go throw down some ideas and see what I can come up with.
Okay.
But so
Um.
far, it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
yeah, it's been pretty good. A little bit steeper than I was expecting, to be honest, but
Well, you know,
I,
you pay for the quality,
I was about to
so
say I'm confident that it'll be great. Anyway, have a fun time building.
I will, and I will update you as I make some progress.
Okay, bye bye.
See ya.
Anyway, guys, something I forgot to mention earlier. We have a new member on the server, McMastodon. I think that's how you say his name. If you're watching this video, please correct me in the comments if that's wrong. Um, I, Farador and I gave him a tour of the server. You can see that on his channel. He said he was gonna upload it. As of recording this, he has not uploaded it, but as soon as that's up, I'll put that in the description of this video. And in case you guys haven't noticed, the channels of all the other blocklist members are in the description of my blocklist videos, as you'd expect, I guess. So yeah, he'll be in the description of this video and all future blocklist episodes. Um, anyway, I was here to say, look at this. Look at this tunnel. Look at this tunnel. Okay, this isn't really complete. Oh yeah, look at this tunnel. Oh, that, haha, that's cool. Anyway, look at this tunnel. Look at this tunnel. Not that tunnel. Don't look at Gunny's tunnel. And then in this tunnel, all these amazing. Oh wait, no, there's one more I want to show. At least one more. Oh, this is a nice tunnel. Flea. Oh, I've shown Flea's tunnel before. Here we go. We made the full circle. Look at this tunnel. See? Look at all these big 3x3 tunnels. And then there's my sad one with the nether portal design for whatever reason. So yeah, I really need to step up my tunnel game and make something cool, but I don't like every time someone does that, you just hear them complain like, "Oh my God, it's taking so many resources." And I think I'm gonna keep mine 2x2. I don't see myself changing that. But yeah, I don't know what kind of design I'm gonna do at all. Um, one thing though is that I put all the ice for my tunnel a block down, which means it could be possible for me to cover all the ice with slabs, and then I'd have a bit more to work with because I'd already have all the ice there to move really quickly. Or did I say I'm gonna keep it 2x2? I mean, I'm probably gonna keep this one wide and two tall, but who knows, man? Who freaking knows? So yeah, guys, moral of the story is I'm jealous of everybody else on the server. Even though I have so many diamonds and I'm so happy with where I am, I'm not actually jealous, I'm just joking. And yeah, my game's been a little bit stuttery. My Minecraft has really been slowing down the past couple weeks. But the snapshots, man, they run beautifully. Like what does this game come to that the beta versions of the game, the experimental versions that they give you a warning before you try to play, they're running better than the official release version of the game. Anyway, all my Minecraft frustrations beside, keep living life to the power of 3. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys next time. The Master of Cubes, out.